Hello, Buckcatchers, trainers, gym leaders, champions. Glazer right here, and today I'm back with another video. Guys, guess what today is? Saturday? Can you stop? Please, leave. I don't need you here. Can you please leave? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay. Bye. Jeez. Who even was that guy? Anyways, as you can tell by the title of the video, today is my 2nd year anniversary of being on YouTube. Yay! There are colors everywhere. If you guys don't know, I just threw pencil colors in the air like they were confetti. And that was a horrible mistake. I think I pierced myself. But yes, today is my 2nd year anniversary of being on YouTube. I'm so happy to be here with you. I have 30 subscribers. It's pretty good if I say so myself, and I do say so myself. And my videos have gotten really better since last year and my first channel. But yeah, today is when I first uploaded my very first video on my other YouTube channel, but I'm counting that as my very first video ever, so. But, I don't really have something really huge to do for my anniversary video. I can't really do a Draw My Life because the iPad I'm using can't record really good for a Draw My Life, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be talented enough to do a Draw My Life, and I don't really know what to do for an anniversary video. So I had a few ideas, and I was like, what if I showed you my book? It's not an actual published book. Before you think that, it's not. I'm making my own book for fun, and here it is right now. It's my book called Noble Spirits, and if you can see, with pages and pages and chapters of my own characters, my own OCs, my own story that I have been creating for 2 years now. And I do really like the book. I'm really proud of it for how much I've gotten. I'm on chapter 15, and I've created a lot of, new drawings and new ideas and so many things. Like, I let my creativity just explode with all that, and I just put it into this book. And even though I have been working on it for 2 years, I haven't done a whole bunch because, first off, I have school, so I'm not able to work on it every single day. And also, it's taken a lot of me to write with a pencil in this book. Like, you can bet my hand cramps. But I thought, why don't I make a video talking about my book? Phone! So let me explain a little bit about my book. Okay, this will take a little bit. Basically, what I had in mind was like my own anime. There's this girl, her name is Moki, and this is what she looks like. I'll show you a drawing. And basically, she loses her parents in a fatal accident, and she grows up to be a fighter, fighting monsters and fighting bad people. Well, as the years go by and she grows a little older, she gets noticed by a teacher at a school. They ask her if she wants to join school. She accepts, and that's when it kind of all happens. She goes to the school, and she meets another girl named Rose. Here's Rose. And her and Rose have a good friendship, so they kind of stay together, and her, Rose, and all the other students in the school have to take a test in order to see if they're good enough to enroll in that school. It goes by for a little bit, and stuff happens, and basically, Moki, Rose, and another boy named Sho. I don't have a new drawing of him, so sorry. But basically, them three become a team. They are assigned as a team, and Moki is the leader. And basically, after all that is when things start to happen. They learn things in their school, they do missions, you get to know a little bit about them and the whole surrounding of the school and places. That's really all for season 1. And there is also like fighting and the villains. And basically the villains are targeting the school so they can kill all the people who are training to be fighters. And so they send a spy into the school, and she's basically giving the villains intel and information about Moki and her team and everyone else in that school. In my first season, if you want to call it that, my first book, basically they have to take a big practice tournament. And in the future, a huge tournament comes on where other schools come to this school and they all go into a forest and try to find items. as a team and defeat the people and leave the forest with their items. Well, basically before all that, they have to take a practice test, and basically they practice going into the forest and spending nights in there trying to find their relics and everything. It's going well so far in the forest, but then the villains come into the forest, and that's when everything just goes wrong. And yeah, that's really it for the first book of my book, and it gets more intense, more chapters and more seasons. I really doubt I'm going to be able to go this far. I have 7 seasons in mind right now, which would be like 7 books for my anime, and I kind of doubt it'll go that far, but so far I do know that season 1 through 3 will be around the same kind of villains and everything, and then, you know, a new adventure happens for season 4 and 5. I need to sneeze. Heal. And well, yeah, that's basically it for the book. And really, this video is just me wanting to show you the OCs and new drawings I've made for this book. And I will give, you know, a little intel about who they are for the book and everything. And yeah, that'll be it, just showing you some drawings. So I really do hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's show you. As you can see, those two that you just saw were 2 teachers of the school in my book. Elizabeth, the one with the fan, she is the assistant principal at the school, and she is the one who goes to see Moki and invite her to the school. She is pretty strong. She uses her fan as her weapon. Her fan can cause really strong winds at her opponents, and can also be used as a shield. And when push comes to shove, she will also use her magic. Magic in my book can be really anything. It could be fire, it could be water, it could be wind, it could be telekinesis, it could just be magic. You just have, it all depends on how smart you are and how much power you can use when you're using your magic. She's pretty strong. She's able to use magic pretty well. That's why she's the assistant principal of the school. Next is Christina. She is also one of the teachers. She is the fighting teacher at the school. She basically teaches the students how to fight and how to, you know, win in a fight with villains and enemies and all that. She's pretty strict. She's nice when you get to know her, but don't get on her bad side. She will, like, hit you. She's not afraid to do that. And her weapon is, as you can see, a little pin in her hair. That pin can be used with her magic. She also has magic. Not as strong as Elizabeth's, but still pretty strong. Basically, she can use the pin to make it go around and just, like, strike people, like, right through the heart. She can just strike or make it go anywhere she wants. She usually just uses her own magic by hand, and that's really all she does. She's really nice, really strict, and a fighting teacher. As you saw right there, those were some of my villains in my book. There's a lot more, but I haven't redrawn a lot of them, so those are all I have so far. The first one that you saw, her name is Jewel. Her weapon is a hammer that can shoot missiles at people. Altogether, she's pretty insane. She's crazy. Next is the twins, Angie and Angel. They have been together their whole lives, never separated apart, and they soon joined the villains because they thought it was the right way. Angel uses a double-sided scythe, able to use her magic with it as well, and Angie uses her whip that has a little knife at the end of it, so she can strike people and wrap around them and hurt them. Next is Courtney. She actually is not a villain. She is a spy that is put into the villains team, and really she's only in there to get intel off the villains. Soon they do find out she is a spy, and they don't kill her. She's able to get away in time because she's pretty good. Her weapon is an umbrella that she's able to use as a shield, a sword, anything like that. She's pretty fast, and as you saw, she is half cat, with cat ears. Next is Mia. She is the spy I told you about a little bit ago who went into the school to get intel on Moki and all her teams and everyone in the school. Her magic is ice. She's able to make ice out of thin air and basically shoot it at people. But since her young age, she's pretty strong, but not as strong since she's only, like, 14. As you saw right there, that was one of the students of many students in the school. I have also not redrawn a lot of students, so she's right now the only one I can show you right now. Her name is VL Huffle. I based her off one of my friends in actual real life. Basically, she's just this really happy-go-lucky girl. Like, literally, anything could happen, and she would just be like, oh, it's fine. We can get through this together. Like, she is so happy and so energetic. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But she's also pretty strong, and it surprises a lot of people. That little wand you saw that she had in her hand, she uses it to just do whatever. She's able just to make anything that comes into imagination. But usually she just does things that are like really happy and really fun to do. Her only weakness is really snakes and spiders. She hates snakes and spiders. She makes jokes about them all the time, saying like, it's the snakes, I know it's the snakes. Some people think she's crazy. That creature you just saw right there is pronounced the Sinu. It's spelled like Sinux, but it's actually Sinu. My friend helped me come up with this name and the creature all together, so I have some credibility drawing it, but she has most of the credibility for coming up for the idea. And basically this creature is this, just, I don't know. Like, literally, I was like, what could make it look really creepy? And I was just like, no eyes, claws, deer feet. Alright. And that's really what made this Sinu. It basically has poison in its claws, and if it scratches you or anything, it could potentially curse you. And the curse is a type of curse that could either kill you or turn you evil. And they're the most common kind of creatures in my book. But even though they are common and sometimes weak, they're pretty strong, and you have to be really careful whenever you're fighting them. Those people you saw right there are called Anamen in my book. Half person, half animal. These people are villains in my book. There's a total of 5 of them. There's a bird, a shark, a scorpion, a fox, and a snake. And they make up the 5-beast villain team in my book. Basically, the ones that you saw were Corsac. She is a half fox, and she's basically like a kitsune. If you don't know what a kitsune is a type of spirit that has a form of a fox, and whenever it gets 9 tails, it is so freaking powerful, and it uses magic and all that kind of stuff. That's basically Corsac, but in a human form, more like that. She uses really strong, powerful magic, and her special ability is 9 tails. She grows 9 tails, her hair goes yellow, and she's freaking powerful. Next one is Ariana. She has a scorpion tail, and basically that tail is really venomous, and she's really quick. And she's kind of the like calmest out of the whole group, but she's also she's the fastest in the group. And basically, if she like strikes you or stabs you, her poison could potentially kill you. But along with, you know, her fastness, it lacks in her smartness. She's kind of smart, but she's not the smartest in the group. She usually just runs into challenges and starts the fight without thinking through it. This next one I'm about to show you, I can't really describe it because it's the whole map of my book, or at least one part of the map. And I can't really describe each part for you because I don't have enough time in this video. But I can show you images of each part, and if you want to like see more of them, pause the video and you'll see the names easier. Here it is. So thank you for watching this video. That is all for today, guys. I really hope you did like my new drawings, because I've gotten really better since last year and everything, and this video took a while to make, and I was just trying to make sure I was able to make it and upload it in time on my anniversary. So I really do hope you like this video. I hope you like the drawings. In the comments, tell me which one you liked the best and which one you thought was coolest, which one interested you more. And I will probably make another video, but just showing my drawings and everything like that. So that's all for today, guys. I really hope you liked it. If you liked it, give it a like. If you liked it a lot, subscribe. You won't be disappointed on my channel. And yeah, I will see you all later, and I thank you for helping me on this trip for my 2nd year anniversary. I love you all, and bye.